of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, mubby the shoes.
From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we are at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Noah Fant.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pick.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Block on the give. It's Lindsay. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. He'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Of the gun, Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Alabama. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Lining up
on for the point after is Randy Bullock. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Broncos 3. Randy
now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 9, Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And the third down throw incomplete as well.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 28.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him, second down.
No gain.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. But let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Chargers 45-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tackled by Kenneth Murray. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Broncos 3.
Throwing his lock on third down. And he's taken down inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A gain of 15.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Lock now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Lindsey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Philip Lindsey, the ball.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep him.
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. We didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll roll him out right. And that throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He got outside the pocket there, trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up
after the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
34-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. To get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this is a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Dancing to his left. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And he bangs it through and makes it a 17-13 ball game.
Makes the score Chargers 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly...
And that's caught inside the 45. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the... And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Lock. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Denver.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Philip Lindsay, the Bronco ball carrier.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, Lock. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Lock will try again on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to fit.
And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos.
Noah Fant.
Noah Fant with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Chargers 24. Broncos.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
It's a gain of
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down, and 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Lock working out of the gun. They'll find Lindsay here. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, it's Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Locke looks to throw it again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
On the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Noah Fant.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through.
Is good.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Once more, here's Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Herbert on third down now. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
A loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
The way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pick.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Herbert now.
Right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and he took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
First down.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Broncos.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Block off of play action. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Shotgun snap to Lock. Flush to his right. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. His 3rd interception. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice game running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Broncos on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Lindsey on the toss left. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Taken down.
3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
44. Chargers 27.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
A very solid gain of 27. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
That touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. KJ Hamler returning it. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
KJ Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Broncos.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Today's final score, Broncos.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head